Titans at Ravens. Keep moving or hit the brakes.
Hit the brakes on this one.
Jalen, as I mentioned, both of these teams had Super Bowl aspirations, but at times have looked pretty fraudulent. What do you think about this matchup?
And even though they have Super Bowl aspirations, how they do it is a lot different than usually contending teams do it, and it's via the run game. And the Baltimore Ravens losing Boyle is going to be something that it's going to be tough for their run game to replace in particular. And for the Titans, I told you when Taylor Lewan got injured, my fellow Michigan man, their run game would not be the same with Derrick Henry, which obviously is going to affect their passing game with Ryan Tannehill. Let's see which one of these 6-3 teams are able to put it back together this weekend.
Whichever one of these teams goes to 6-4 after this game is going to be in serious trouble of missing the playoffs. Moving on to another matchup in the AFC, the Patriots and the Texans. Keep moving or hit the brakes.
Hit the brakes.
Jalen, the Patriots have a chance of making a run at the AFC East. They face the Texans, who have only won 2 football games this entire season. What do you see happening on Sunday?
Well, the thing about Cam Newton and how they're using him is clearly not a long-term plan for him to be their quarterback, because anytime he's just doing so many inside-the-tackle runs and just quarterback design runs at his age with his physicality, that is not something that's built for long-term success. But it's great to see Cam having fun and reinventing himself in a lot of ways in the game. On the other side, I'm just happy that Deshaun getting his bread. I'm just happy that he's getting $500 million to play for the Texans. That's all. That's all.
Every Sunday night, he's all mad about the loss that they had and how they played. He gets frustrated. And then he just opens up his bank account. And he just looks at that and he's like, oh, I'm good. I think I'll be all right. We'll line him up again next Sunday. Jalen, 2 teams headed in 2 very different directions. It is the Cowboys and the surprisingly hot Vikings. Keep moving and hit the brakes.
I do the Deshaun thing. Sometimes I just take thousands of dollars out of the bank and throw it on the ground and lay it and then do snow angels. We're not talking about the Cowboys. Keep it moving.
We keep it moving. We keep it moving.
The Eagles and the Browns, a match of 2 teams desperately needing a win and some momentum. Keep it moving or hit the brakes.
How about the stats of Carson Wentz and Baker Mayfield are very similar, even though their contractual situations are vastly different. Keep it moving.
We keep it moving. We keep it moving.
The Steelers look to stay undefeated against Luton and the Jaguars. Jalen, I need you to help me with something, okay? The Steelers are 9-0. Likely it's going to be 10-0 when we do a show on Monday, yet I still don't feel like they're true Super Bowl contenders. Put me on the psychoanalysis couch and tell me why I don't believe in the Steelers, who have weapons on offense and a great defense.
Because you know that Patrick Mahomes plays in the NFL and in the AFC. That's all. If he wasn't there, you'll look deeper into the box score and you'll be like, wait a minute. The Steelers have a legit chance. The Ravens aren't what they used to be. The Colts are on the come up. You could just keep naming teams, but you know Patrick Mahomes is out there. And so it's going to be interesting to see if the Steelers can actually gain, even if it's without fans, home field advantage against the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the key. Let's see if they can continue their winning ways against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep, and keep an eye on Jake Luton. He looked pretty good the last couple of weeks. Like, he looked all right, and I had never heard of him before he took over for Gardner Minshew. Jalen, we have huge college football game this weekend. And of course, we're going to recap what happened last night between Gucci and Jeezy. You don't want to miss that. Stay tuned. Jacoby, we are Jalen and Jacoby. What is it that we do, Jalen?
Like Jeezy, like Gucci, we get the people what they want. That's what
we will be discussing that. We'll be discussing the Warriors' plan to replace Klay Thompson in all the NFL games coming up this weekend. But we start with some wild breaking news from Adam Schefter. He is saying that Sean Payton has made the decision to start that man, Taysom Hill, at starting quarterback for the Saints, and they have no plans to put Jameis Winston at the position. What do you think about this move from Sean Payton?
You're a professional journalist. You've been doing this for over 20 plus years. Did he say that they have no plans to play Jameis? I don't know if I believe that. I really don't know if I believe that. What would it hurt the Saints to start Taysom Hill for a series, for 2 series, for a quarter, for a half? To me, if you need to throw the football down the field, Taysom Hill hasn't shown me at this point of his career that he's going to be that guy. So I wouldn't be surprised if both of them play. Sean Payton has been a terrific coach. He's going to go into the Hall of Fame one day. While everybody hopes that you're honest with the media, he seems to be trying to do so, but his ultimate goal is to actually win football games. So I can't wait to see how this plays out. I'm happy that Taysom gets his opportunity. As a Swiss Army knife, we've seen him do so many special things in their offense, but you and I know it's a lot different when you're the starting NFL quarterback for a football team. Let's see how it plays out.
Well, I'm curious too, because when I heard he was starting, I was like, maybe he'll take the first snap and then he'll hand it over to Jameis. Like, how's this going to work? But then Schefter had a follow tweet saying that Taysom took all the first team snaps at practice this week and that there's no packages or plans for Jameis to be under center, which is absolutely shocking because Jameis had over 30 touchdowns last year. And, oh, wait, Taysom Hill has thrown 18 passes in his entire career. Let me say it again. He has thrown the ball forward 18 times in his entire career. He covers punts, and now he's going to be the starting quarterback for the Saints. Jalen, what do you think the chances are that we actually do, as you suggested, see Winston take some snaps under center?
ATL is winning right now away from the football field. So they are playing the Falcons. If you are going to try something, this is actually the week to do so, in particular against your rival. But I'm going to be interested to see what kind of offense they run with Taysom Hill. The NFL has evolved. We see Kyler Murray running an offense. We see Lamar Jackson running a separate offense. So there are a lot of people that aren't traditionally playing quarterback and being really effective. They may use him like the Patriots are using Cam in a lot of ways. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
It's also interesting to see this because, you know, I'm an emotional person. I just can't believe that Jameis Winston's going to be standing there on the sideline with a clipboard in his hand, watching Taysom Hill take a job that he thought was his. When Jameis Winston signed up to be the backup quarterback of the Saints, he did not think that he would be the backup quarterback to Taysom Hill, who also covers punts. I think that he thought there would be a chance for him to come in, like Teddy Bridgewater did last year, prove that he is a starting quarterback in the NFL and get another.